game I did want to talk about today, which I believe is out. If it's not out today, it's out tomorrow. I believe it's out today though. Is can I do this? Can I do this? I don't know if I can do this. Is
I'm trying to read.
Akka Arrh. It came out for PSVR 2 today, which I believe is the first time this has been available in VR. And this is from Jeff Minter, the guys over at Lamasoft. So he did Polybius, and the rest of them I can't remember off the top of my head. Before I get to it, Chris, have you played Polybius? Like, have you played his previous stuff?
I'm trying to remember. It's like a weird.
It's been a while. It's been a long
weird,
time,
right? Like artsy fartsy VR shit. Right?
It's that, yeah, it's that arcade retro visuals, but they're just like flying
Yeah.
at your face and just it's nonstop.
Yeah,
So this one's
that's not my thing.
no, this was weird, and I was gonna try to put out a review for this thing, and I still might. It's not a bad game. It's a weird game. Like it's like a top down shooter, but in VR. So it's like things are flying at your face constantly, but it still plays like a traditional top down shooter in that, your little dude is like in the center of the map. You have to just shoot. You have to drop bombs, and the bombs create these like it's like synesthesia, like that stuff from Res, where it's just it's cacophony of sounds that trigger more sounds that trigger more sounds. But if you're like an audio guy, right, like that.
Wow.
But but it sounds cool. Like it's like these stages are timed, where if you time things right, like the music that plays that matches the explosions, it sounds pretty slick. And then there's layers to this thing, gets harder and harder. My initial play of this thing, I was just baffled and confused and didn't know what I was doing and questioned why it was in VR. But I dove back in and played some more, and it's kind of addicting actually. I don't want to say like I'm still struggling to decide how I feel about this game. It's not a bad game by any stretch. But it's very much that classic retro arcade look and feel that he's famous for. And the VR does make it better. Playing flat, which I tried, it wasn't the same. It was cool just to have like things and stuff flying at your face. It's as simple as that is. It's not like you're not dodging anything. There's no interaction other than just, little, like, I keep saying retro, but little retro like pixels and lines coming at your face. It's fine enough. But it's surprisingly addictive. Like I can definitely see where people will really enjoy this and people will really hate it. And I don't know what the price in this thing for myself. If this was like $10, I'd say that's probably that's really good for what's here, as there's not a lot of content. It's just built around chasing high scores. But if it's more than that, then I really start to question kind of its place in the PSVR 2 pantheon. But that being said, for those that are curious, I'm actually impressed. Sounds dramatic because I went in with low expectations, but it's not too bad. It's good enough, I guess, from what I've played so far. So yeah, Akka Arrh, which I don't like that name at all, just because you can't Google that. If I said that, you'd be like, how do you spell Akka? Like, it's not it's not a good name. But the game itself, it's like traditional top-down arcade fun, and the VR does make it better.
Meh.
I get it. I mean, this is why I'm talking about it now. This is why I'm talking about it now, and that's why I didn't do a review, because
App Lab.
Well, it's I don't know if app lab, but like I said, it's just for me it comes down to the price point. And if he's charging like 20,
Space Denizen seems like he's in. He's pumped. So
well, there you go. Like I said, it's not bad. It's refined. I never
dude, have you played that new game, Akka Arrh?
That's the problem. As I really wish he would have called it like, I don't know, shooty bang bang or something. I'm not sure, but Akka Arrh, I mean, it's what he does. It's Jeff Minter. He is his own beast.